Due to the currently high demand for online work that I'm doing, the laptop and the phone no longer cut out for the job. Yeah, so I have to upgrade my equipment. And should you want to upgrade your setup, you have to know exactly what you're going to use it for. Hello viewers, thank you for watching this video. If you remember, sometime back I did a tight budget with a tight space studio for my online session, and since then I have received some positive feedback, and some of them even direct message me asking me as to how I look very clear in terms of a video, and how do I sounded very clear. I mean, the audio is crisp and clear in my videos or on my online sessions and all these things. So since then I have done some upgrade to my both audio and video, and I would like to just take you for a quick tour as to what are the things that I've done to the so-called tight space and budget studio. Yeah, there are a few things that remains the same, and there are a few things that has been upgraded. Yeah, first thing, if you notice, there's a green screen. Yeah, I now use a green screen instead of just off-white wall, because I'm conducting a lecture for different universities, conducting training for different entities, and representing different organizations. So I need to put different logo as my background. But no worries, all will be fed into OBS. Yeah, I'm using OBS as my main source of all those things, but I will discuss that later. And I still use my what you call that? Don't get me wrong, I still use my faithful Surface. Yeah, I mentioned that it helps me because it has the stylus and all those things, so it is really helpful. But over time, Surface is good as a laptop, but the minute you start increasing the number of audiences taking long hours, I'm seeing my statistics in my the Zoom or Teams that's providing the statistics is showing me that my processor is overclocking because I don't have a dedicated graphic card to handle all the videos. Now, unless you are, I'm not saying this is bad. A lot of people are streaming and doing online using their laptop. But if you are serious in your streaming and online work, I would suggest that you get the high-end, the high-end laptop that has a dedicated graphic card, and that's available in the market. You can Google it up. These are all the gamers and the streamers that are using it. And what I have discovered is that feeding, not only doing back-to-back online sessions, and feeding with two monitors up front, and with all those audio coming in and out. So I find that the processor is overclocking, and from time to time the laptop is behaving in a kind of weird manner, shutting down as he like, and doing all those funny things. So what I did is that I now move using my desktop, my desktop for all my online work, because I find that that is more robust, more robust. Because my workstation, I mean the desktop, is using the Intel Core i7 processor with a GeForce dedicated graphic card GPU. So all those things handle pretty well, and I've done it with Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi can be reliable, but sometimes you have a carrier drop. So now I've hit my desktop with a 60-foot cable. I run the whole cable through from my router and then up to in my room, the small room that I converted into a studio. And as you can see, there's nothing much in terms of upgrade. Invested in a few things to upgrade my audio. I'm using the I've changed my boom, from a normal boom. I've used this Rode PS arm, which is able to handle the microphone better with low. They don't pick up noise very much. I've changed my microphone from a condenser mic, which the one that I've shown in the previous video, in my earlier video, to a dynamic mic. I'm using this Rode Procaster, to handle all my audio, and because I like using dynamic mic because it doesn't pick up all the fan noise and air conditioning noise and whatever noises that's happening just outside the room. So dynamic mic is very much functional for me because I'm doing a long run session back to back and all those things, so it is not tiring, number one. Number two, it doesn't require a phantom power. Condenser mic requires a phantom power, but dynamic mic doesn't require a phantom power. I mean, but does not matter because the mixer, which I will share with you, the mixer that I'm using, I've also upgraded. If you remember, previously I'm using the M1 audio just to pick up a one condenser mic. The M1 audio is good for the purpose. But since I'm upgrading the thing, I've changed to the Rode Caster Pro, Rode Caster Pro, which I'm using now to handle all my mixing, my audio mix. That means my microphone and all those other interface, and even it has a Bluetooth connection with my phone. And people can call me, and I call them during my live stream, and there's no feedback. And one thing I like about this Rode Caster Pro is that I'm not paid by Rode, but I don't experience any echoing. I don't experience any echoing when using the Bluetooth or the phone connection directly to the mixer. And it has pads. It has pads that I can program whatever sound or music in the background that I want when I want doing my streaming and all those things. And you can Google up. I give you the link below as to the product information. Now, in terms of video, these are the two upgrades that I've included for my audio, for my microphone. I've upgraded to a Rode Procaster, and the interface, the audio interface, is a Rode Caster Pro. So you see that I don't use this thing called, I have this what you call that mic thingy. Let me check what is it stated there. Shock mount. Okay, Rode shock mount. But okay, I use this only when I'm using the condenser mic. I'm using this only when I'm using condenser mic, because condenser mic pick up, as I said earlier, pick up all the noises, including the vibration. So this sort of shock mount really helps when we are using a condenser mic. But with the dynamic mic, because of the properties of the dynamic mic, I don't need a shock mount, because it is just something, the attachment, and then it's connected with the SLR, and then it goes into my mixer. So I don't need a shock mount. So if you notice, whenever I use a condenser mic, which now is becoming very rare, or sometimes I don't use it at all, I no longer use the shock mount. But okay, having said that, because I'm using the dynamic mic most of the time. Okay, now this video, as far as video is concerned, I'm using a Logitech Brio. Again, I'm not paid by Logitech or Rode or whatever, but these are the upgrade. I've upgraded from just a normal laptop video to the Logitech Brio, and the reason why I love Logitech Brio is that first, it can record in 4K. Although I don't record in 4K right now, most of my recording is only 180p, which is HD, but it can go up to 4K. Number one. Number two, it has the ability to zoom in and out. And when I'm using green screen, because I'm not going to paint the whole wall green, that would be easier. But since I'm working within a very tight space with the green screen, so I can use the app that comes with the Brio, Logitech Brio. Okay, some call it Logitech Brio. Does not matter how you pronounce it, but it has a zoom facility, so that means it can zoom. Because some of the webcam doesn't have a zoom ability, so it will give you 180 or whatever, 180 or maybe 90 or 100 or whatever fixed. So you need to worry about your background and all those things, and what's within frame and what outside of frame. But with Brio, I find that it gives me that flexibility. These are the only two reasons why I selected Brio. Of course, it comes with a built-in microphone, but I don't use the microphone that comes with the webcam. Although it gives the audio is quite decent. I use it when I'm traveling off the road. I mean, when I'm outside on the road. I find that the microphone helps with the camera, but that's about it, because my laptop do have their own microphone, and the laptop have a camera, so I usually don't bring my Brio outside, because it's fixed to my monitor, and then I can just go on live, and because I don't need to do it outside. Okay. That's the other one. That's the video part. In terms of lighting, it's still the same. I'm still using my old faithful ring light, and that's shown in the video. Instead of now, I don't have any reflector because I have another ring light here to assist me. So I'm using two ring lights. So one ring light existing, and the other ring light is just to supplement as a field light. And then other than that, certain things that I upgraded, there's courtesy of my son. I know my son is giving me a lot of things. The other day, in the last video, he gave me the M1 audio. Now I've passed it to my daughter, who is also a YouTuber, for her to use. And I use in-ear monitor. This is Shure, because when you're using the dynamic microphone and putting it up through the mixer and all those things, you need a microphone. If not, if you were to rely on the whole speaker, it will give you a full feedback. It will give you a lot of feedback, and it doesn't work well. This is E215. This is an old model which is giving it to me, and I'm waiting for the quotation for my new IEM, which is Sennheiser IE400. I'm waiting for it. Once I got it, then I might upgrade it from the E215 to Sennheiser IE400. Okay. That's the basic thing that I'm using. And since I'm using this a lot of streaming work, since I'm doing streaming work, not just online training or online lecturing, but I also got myself involved in live streaming. Yeah, and with live streaming, and it's a one-man show. I do it myself. So I invest in a Stream Deck. I think most of the streamers are using Stream Deck, and from Stream Deck I can control all the scenes in my OBS. As I said, it's an open source. OBS is a very useful tool for any work. Whether now most of my main source goes to OBS. From OBS, it fits into Google Meet, it fits into the Zoom, it fits into MS Team, and also it fits into Restream. I'm using Restream as my streaming interface, yeah, because I stream the live to my Facebook and also to my YouTube. So because of the multiple channels, so I need either Restream or StreamYard. Okay, some of you prefer to use StreamYard, some of you prefer to use Restream, some of you prefer to use Ecamm, some of you prefer to use VIX. Does not matter, yeah. But I'm using Restream, and all the feed from OBS, it goes into Restream. And I'm using Stream Deck to control all the background video and all those things that I'm doing. So those are some of the small upgrades that I have put into my studio. And other than that would be I get a full functional table now, because the earlier space that I have, a small wooden piece of wood that sits on the side table, no longer able to fit my twin monitor or the third monitor and all those things. Okay, there you are with regards to the little upgrade that I have. I hope it has been beneficial to you, and should you want to upgrade your own online session and all those things, my suggestion is that know what you want to use it for. In fact, I used to shoot with the DSLR. Now I don't shoot with the DSLR. My son-in-law got me this a Digi Pocket 2. He got me this Digi Pocket 2 Creator Combo. So it comes with the DJI, DJI Pocket 2. It comes with a Bluetooth microphone, which is what I'm using right now. Talking to you, I'm using the DJI Bluetooth camera. It comes with a Bluetooth stand, and it also has its own tripod. So now this particular DJI now is sitting on a cabinet, so to speak, on its own tripod with the Bluetooth module connected to this Bluetooth microphone, and now I'm recording it. So I no longer use DSLR to shoot video, unless it's a very serious video work which I need to do for corporate training, where I want really a good bokeh with a different special lens and all those things. But that is a different story. But most of the time, the DJI is the latest edition, courtesy of my son-in-law. The in-ear monitor, as I said, courtesy of my son, the E215. The rest are already in setup, which I have the PC, which is already there, and I already have 2 monitors, so nothing much that I have upgraded. But what I'm trying to say is that be clear of what you want to use it for. If you are using it for streaming and very long back-to-back online sessions, sometimes just relying on our normal laptop. I'm not saying this is no good, I'm saying this is good. But if you're doing a long session with a lot of number of participants and all those things, the laptop without a dedicated GPU or graphic card will suffer overclocking, yeah. And then later on the long run, behave weirdly. So that's why I changed it to a desktop. Now I can take per screen on Zoom of 50 participants at one point of time, because if I just use this laptop I can only see 25, and if I have more than 25 I have to switch to the next view. So the desktop already in existence, the laptop is existence, the addition is just the third monitor, which is the XP pen, the audio, which I'm using the dynamic microphone by Rode, the mixer. I've changed from M1 audio to a multi-track Rode Caster Pro. There you are, and a Stream Deck, of course, for my streaming. So that's about it, and thank you for viewing. Please like and subscribe my channel if you find this video very helpful, and you will be notified if there are other videos that is being uploaded. And I do this streaming every weekend midnight, Saturday night, every Saturday night Malaysia time.
Thank you everyone. That's a wrap.